I'm here with Oso. He's been hanging out with me while I do this little podcast. I know, we're gonna go now. I just wanted to show them one more thing. Okay, so I'm here to talk about the Beltane shawl, which is a shawl that I am knitting and I have invented in brioche, and it's a pattern that I'm really excited about, and I just wanted to make the first part of the video of this creative experience before I continue. So the Beltane shawl swap is something that happens every year. Last year I participated and I made the Anamkara shawl, and I was gifted this beautiful shawl by Elena from the north of Spain. And this year I wanted to participate again, obviously, because it was such a fun experience. And so I am knitting a shawl with brioche for my sorprendida, who's in the north of Spain in Asturias, and her name is María Jesús, or Luarca7 in Instagram or online. And she likes like big triangle shawls, and I was like, okay, I want to make. She has like a bundle on Ravelry so that I could see kind of what was her style, and she had lots of like Stephen West patterns, some patterns by my friend Antonio from here in Granada, and yeah, so and lots of brioche things. So I'm like, I'm gonna make something in brioche and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm really excited. So I was looking for a yarn that I thought she might like, and she said that the colors that she likes are like blues. She really likes blue and purples and ochres and colors of the forest. So with that, I kind of went with that. She also really likes the yarn of Feliz y Punto, but she has like all the yarn of Feliz y Punto, so I didn't want to. Last year I worked with Feliz y Punto for my Beltane, so I didn't want to get her yarn because I figured she might have it. And I found Hippie Fibers, which is a dyer in Barcelona, and I found this skein. I don't know if you can see in the picture. I'm gonna put the picture. There was like, it looked way more blue and ochre-y and stuff, but I don't know. I fell in love with the picture and the yarn looked really pretty, and I was like, I want that. But the name of the yarn was Mala Noche, which means bad night. Why would you name a yarn Bad Night? So in my mind, I call it Bonani, which means good night. I changed the name because it's important, the name of the skein and the colorway, don't you think? And then I wanted to do brioche with, oh hi, I know, we're gonna go now. He's so good. I wanted to do brioche with mohair, and my dear friend Tintika gave me this blue mohair because I was like, I need more blue in this shawl for my blue loving surprise gift receiver. And so I got this indigo dyed Tintika mohair, which love it, and knitting mohair with merino in brioche is so fun. And so the shawl's name is Sukha. Sukha, like Sukhasana in yoga when you sit. It's like the easy pose. I wanted to make a design that was like super easy, super enjoyable, super Sukha. So I talked with Antonio and Marianela for some ideas, and they helped me, and I don't know, I wanted to do something fun and interesting, but also really simple and really enjoyable. So I came up with this brioche funness, and it's gonna be so much bigger because I'm only on half of the first skein. So it's reversible because it's brioche, and it has these like really fun increases, which are very Stephen West. And I thought like it kind of goes with the idea of this like the sun will always rise, you know? Like I see these like as I go knitting it, because you knit it this way, you know? And as I go knitting it, I'm always like, that's like the sun rising every day, you know? And it's just so beautiful, and it's so light and airy because of the combination of mohair and I just think it's really pretty. I'm really excited about it, and I hope it's as beautiful as I'm imagining it, and I hope that my sorprendida loves it. And yeah, so there's Sukha Shawl. That's the beginning of Sukha Shawl. And that's it. I will be back to show you how it goes, how it keeps growing and evolving. I was thinking that maybe at the maybe at the end I will do something interesting on the border. I don't know, but right now it's very Sukha and very soothing to knit, and I love it, and I hope that my sorprendida loves it as well. Okay, we'll be back. Hi, I just wanted to document the fact that today is the spring equinox, and I came up to the mountain with Oso, and I have in my bag my Sukha shawl that I'm knitting. We only knit a row, a line, but I'm so excited because this weekend I actually finished 2 tops, my top and my sweater. So now I can focus solely on my Sukha shawl, and I'm really excited. And it's cool because Beltane is like one of the cross holidays, you know, and today being the equinox, I can like get back to it, and I have an 1/8 of the year left to finish it, right? I think so, an 1/8, because between the equinox and Beltane, because Beltane is right in between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. So there you go. All right, we're gonna continue walking. Just wanted to document that. Okay, so here I am again to talk about my progress on my Sukha shawl. I don't know if you can see, but it is spectacular, and it's growing, growing, growing. Look at that mohair, oh my gosh. And on this side, it's reversible, so it's really nice. It's like light as a feather and like a comforter, a comfy down comforter, nice and warm. So this is, I'm going to put it on my Fide Wow, my magic noodle stitch holder in a second, and I'm going to show you like actually the size, but you can kind of see. And there's this again. But I wanted to show you, I just got to this part. Where are you gonna go, so? I just got to this part on the first skein, and I wanted to just show you like the size before I wind this up. And I wanted to just show you once again this skein of yarn. Again, this is by Hippie Fibers, Merino High Twist, and I really like this yarn. I really like how the shawl is turning out. Okay, let me put it on. This is called Fide Wow. Fide Wow is a type of pasta for a dish here in Spain that's similar to like paella, but it's with like noodles, like macaronis, but like really thin macaronis. And I call this Fide Wow because it's like so cool. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. So it's like plastic, and there's a little hole, it's hollow. So what you do, if you can untangle it, is you put it on the edge of your needle, and so you put it on the edge, just like so. This is really magic. And now you can put, you just have to do it nice and carefully, but really it doesn't come off. Like you have to like really rip it off. So you just pass all of the stitches onto the Fide Wow, or the magic noodle, but I like to call it Fide Wow because it's like, wow, oh my god. It's great if you want to put your stitches on hold, like for armholes or something. You just pass it like this. I have a really long one, a really long Fide Wow, so you can really see how wonderful this is. These are like interchangeable needles, and I'm always having to tighten it. But look, it's growing onto the Fide Wow. And so I plan to keep on knitting this. I only have about 10 more days or so, because I have to get this sent out to my surprise María Jesús before the Beltane, which is in May, the first like weekend of May. So I gotta really work on this. But now that the fair is over, I'm only working on this. And I think that I can get through at least half of the skein. Because honestly, like where it is right now, I think it's okay. Like it doesn't even really need to be that much bigger, but I want it to be as big as time can give me. I'm gonna work monogamously on this. Okay, so it's on like the last part of the needle, and there we go. So if you can see, and then you just have to pull it off, and you can put this in like a knot. Oh, kids are coming. So you can put this in a knot so that the stitches don't come off, just like that, something like that. And now you can stretch it out and see what your shawl looks like. It's not so fun. So I really am loving this. I love knitting brioche. I'm gonna put a knot on this side too. I love knitting brioche. It's so relaxing. And as this shawl is called Sukha, which I think I explained in the last little video, it means like joy and ease, and really it is joy and ease. So look at how big it is already. It is big. It's not as big as I want it to be. I want it to be huge. Look at this. Oh my God. And so, oh, it's so fuzzy and so lovely. So this shawl, honestly, I was thinking, so it's going like this, you know? So I was thinking, wow, it's big and beautiful. So I was thinking that at the end, I could do some kind of like drastic increase and make like ruffles, but I don't even think I'm gonna do that, because I kind of love the fact that it is like simple and elegant, and like it lets the yarn shine, and just, I love how light it is, but super warm because it's mohair, you know? And María Jesús lives in the north of Spain where it's cold, so I think that this is going to be great for her. And the color, I know that she loves blue and foresty things. It's actually really sweet because at the fair, at the Seville Festival, I met her dear friend, Emmy. Hi, Emmy. You'll probably watch this in Spanish if you watch it. But Emmy told us a phrase. We were talking with her for like a long time, and she said, we were talking about how sometimes in life things get difficult, but you know what? She was such a positive woman. Oh my God, she's awesome. And she said a phrase from the north of Spain, which is, nunca llovió que no parara. And that means like, it never rained that it didn't stop, you know? Like, this too shall pass. And so this shawl, like I told you, the name of the yarn is like mala noche, which means like bad night. And I feel like I wanted to twist that around and turn it into like the idea of like the sun always rises, and we just keep going, and look at all those sunrises that we have here. And you can wear it like a shawl around your back. Oh, I love it. And I'm kind of inspired by the half and half wrap, which is a free pattern from Pearl Soho, and that is like a big like double triangle wrap, and it's just garter stitch for miles, and people love that pattern because it really is just like a huge hug, and it takes you a long time to knit because it's just back and forth, but because it is so simple, like it's really meditative, and I don't know, it's really nice. And the elegance of that, like the beautiful part of that shawl is the yarn that people choose to knit it with. And I feel like this Sukha shawl is kind of the same. Like the yarn is really beautiful, and so I think that it doesn't need ruffles, it doesn't need anything. It's just going to be a simple triangle, as big as it can be. And at the end I plan to put like an I-cord bind off, And so that's it. That is the Sukha Shawl. Hopefully I can get it done. I'm also working on a project bag for María Jesús, and like with the same idea of like the sun always rises, and I'm using some gold and then some like ochre. I have some gold and some ochre velvet. So I'm like using that to make a project bag, and it's gonna be like the sun shining. And then I have a fabric that's like similar to this blue that I'm gonna use for the lining, and I think it's gonna be beautiful. But this is my Sukha shawl. So I'll be back and show you it when it's finished, and I'll show you the project bag. Hopefully it comes out well, but I love it, and honestly it's really easy to knit, and I'm so excited about it. I think it's a really, I'm excited to make one for me, and I'm gonna make one for my friend's daughter in yellow, and naturally dyed yellow, of course, and I'm really excited. Okay, more things. Hi friends, here I am in the beautiful Alhambra Park with Oso and my finished Sukha shawl. I have blocked it once, and I think I will block it again because I finished it last night, and although I'm in love with how fluffy it is, I'm a little bit concerned about how big it is. This is half of the shawl. This is the shawl. It is the size of my Razón Poética, which, look at this. It is just a cloud. And I don't know if my secret surprise person will love it as much as I do. I hope that she does. I really think it's beautiful, but it is a massive piece. Massive in size, but like in weight, it is just a feather. So I was a little bit upset. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning doing the I-cord bind off, which I realized when you do an I-cord bind off with mohair, I did like alternating the mohair and the fingering, and it is a little bit tight, so it does this like rounded thing. But I think it's beautiful. So I was a little bit upset when I first saw it blocking because it was just so big. But my surprise, María Jesús, said that she liked big shawls. So this is big. This is big. I don't know. I hope that she loves it. I love it. I think it's really beautiful and really special and really cozy. But I would highly recommend that if you are going to do an I-cord bind off, I went up a needle size, 0.75 millimeters bigger. And I think that I could have even gone bigger with that and probably just done the fingering and not done the striping. But there it is. There's my Sukha shawl. I love it.